Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brenna. I'm a human design reader, astrologer, and intuitive of 10 years, teaching you how to break down all of these little nitty-gritty details of your human design body graph to be able to use it in a practical way. Welcome to the Gate 44 deep dive video where we talk about all about Scorpio placement, specifically between 7 and 13 degrees. If you have this in your natal chart in Western astrology, tropical astrology, you're going to see Gate 44 reflected in your human design body graph. You may also see it even if you do not have it, but if you look at your design date, anything that's in red, basically a fancy way to say if you want to get a copy for free of your chart in my show notes below, you can grab a copy there so you can follow along and see if you have Gate 44, if anyone you love has Gate 44, or just a transit that we look at that starts on or about around Halloween, I should say, every single year. So without further ado, let's get into the nitty-gritty details of Gate 44. So Gate 44 sits in the spleen center. So it's another gate as we go through the transits around October every year that has to do with our primal instincts and fears, our intuitive awareness, our immune system. A lot of people getting sick in October. A lot of my friends, family, a few of you have been rescheduling during this week or this month, I should say, which is pretty common. And with Gate 44 specifically, the specific fear that it holds and what it's trying to help us look out for is the fear of the past repeating itself. So making sure that when we're dealing with things in the past, we're not injecting them too much into our present moment or into the future, thus creating anxiety. Living in the past too much in the past can give us a little bit of those depressive tendencies. So just being aware of where you can use the past as intel to be able to move forward. This is a placement that also has to deal with elite pattern recognition skills and also teaching us how to make sure that we are getting the funds and what we need to be able to survive on what they say in human design is the material plane. So basically the 3D on earth, what the money makes the world go around, things along those lines. How can we be provided for from a monetary perspective, food, spirit, etc.? We're really looking at how to survive on the material plane in that regard. Now, a couple other notes that I wrote down, just some questions that kind of come up that this gate placement asks us, or what do we need to be healthy and safe? What funds or supplies can keep us healthy and safe? Who are the people that can give us or share their resources? This is about awareness and not action, which I also find really important just to kind of riff off of those questions. You can kind of do some grounding work if you have this placement or someone you know has this placement to journal on finding answers to those questions that this gate is going to be able to help you provide solutions for those questions. When you have this in your chart, you can find somebody that has it in their chart. I have this placement in my chart, and a lot of what I help people do is to get paid to do what they love using human design, using astrology, using their gifts. I was in arts and music management for a long time, and basically it was a lot of negotiating contracts and helping to respectfully pimp my people out so they could get the recognition that they needed. But really being able to draw awareness to this is the action plan, but you as the person that is on the receiving end is the action plan. If I am the creatrix of the action plan as a Gate 44 person, I'm bringing awareness to what needs to be done, but I'm not meant to be the legs in the relationship as a Gate 44 person. Same for anyone with Gate 44. And that can lead to some interesting conversations with people, or just feeling that reflection back where they feel a little bit uncomfortable in the fact that you aren't the person that's meant to do it for them, especially if they're in an exhaustion state, depressive state, analysis paralysis state, because they're looking for a solution outside of themselves, when a lot of this work is giving you the solutions or how we can work together. But ultimately you can bring a horse to water, you can't make it drink. So being aware of that as a Gate 44 person is so crucial for your overall well-being, your ability to not get into a depressive state, not burning the candle at both ends, not burning yourself out. Especially if you are a generator or manifesting generator like me, you want to be pouring out from your overflow and not a deficit. So paying attention to that. The last little note that I'll say with this is that you really want to be asking yourself, what do we really need right now? What is essential? When we trim the fat, what is going to give me the most bang for my buck energetically? What's essential on my to-do list that I need to get done? That's going to be really helpful. Now, as always, I'm going to read the little excerpt from Chet and Parkin just as another way for you guys to understand this gate and to hear it in a different way. I love to use my resources as a 1-3 teacher, 1-3 manifesting generator, which he calls this the Gate of Patterns. So as a Gate of Patterns person, You have a nose for spotting potential and emerging patterns and trends. Whether this is an instinctive gift employed in the fields of business, finance, creativity, fashion, technology, or any other sphere of life, you utilize a deep cellular memory of the past to sense what is going on in any moment. In this regard, your senses keep you in touch with the present and the potential trends for the future. You could be the agent with an instinctive feeling about an emerging talent, a fashion designer who gets a hunch about what the next designs should be, or the economist who could see the trouble brewing in the markets. You have a nose for news or to be able to smell a rat. This ability can also be applied in your personal life, where your instinctive memory can help you detect certain behavioral and repetitive patterns which might be forming in others and could happily be avoided. Ironically, Gate 44 has a fear of the past. It's as though you're always looking over your shoulder to see if you are clear of whatever happened before. But you can also be so busy looking backwards that you can trip over the present. This is especially the case if you have a spleen center that's undefined. Not everyone understands your instinctive gift for sensing emerging patterns. Also, be aware that the spleen does not have unlimited supplies of energy. It is more of an internal alarm system, so your knack is best applied as a guiding influence rather than a call to personally get involved in everything you sense. So important. When have people really invited you? This is kind of projector like, manifestor like energy here. Have people really invited you to share what they know that your intuitive senses are, right? Especially for me being an intuitive and a psychic medium, I'm able to help channel people using that as an example. We can do a little bit of predictions, a little bit of uncovering what you need to know, what your instinctive awareness should be, pattern recognition skills, things along those lines are going to be really important to be paying attention to. These are also the people that are saying, like, you know what, I don't really trust that person. And, there's all these people that are like, what do you mean? I love them. I love them. There's nothing that they would say that could be wrong. And then, 6 months later, 6 years later, it comes out in the wash that this person actually isn't a good person. And maybe we should rethink how we are connecting with them more appropriately. So just another little note for this gate placement before I get into the 6 lines, which I will do right now. So when you have any gate placement in your human design body graph, there's going to be a number labeled 1 through 6, 44.1 through 6. And so each of them has an exaltation, a detriment. The founder of Human Design, Raoul, says he wishes he didn't include them, but I find it helpful to just see two sides of the same coin, or different ways that you can express these gate placements to be able to make sure that you're leading in a way that puts your best foot forward for how you want to be known and recognized in the world. So Gate 44 in the first line is known as the line of conditions. And two of the notes I wrote here are that you can either be someone who's learning how to set boundaries and rules and can create mastery of your craft, be a creative master, or you interact with inferior forces because you have a lack of boundaries. So where are you fraternizing or befriending people? And I've been guilty of this in my past too, that really end up kind of like doing more harm than good because they're so without, you have a bleeding heart for those people, but then they end up bleeding you dry of your resources, like in so many different ways, energetic, financial. You can see how that pops up for people with this placement. Now, Gate 44 in the second line is known as the line of management. So you're somebody who can bring people up to speed so that they can join the party. Like, again, an artist manager who's able to make your talent perfected so they can go on stage and perform, or being somebody that's so goal oriented that you don't tend to the weak points that then create failure. So if you're like, no, we don't have to worry about, that tiny hole in that costume, forget it. You go up on stage, someone steps on the talent's, cape, let's say, and the whole dress comes unraveled and they're standing there like, what the heck just happened? That kind of energy. So don't be so blind and full speed ahead. The traditional ruler of Scorpio is Mars, after all, that you put blinders on for what, is supposed to be tended to in those weak moments. That's a good part of management in any regard. Gate 44 in the third line is known as the line of interference. So you can either manage people with big egos in a good way, perfect for customer service or any type of customer facing position, or not being able to play your cards right nor being diplomatic. So a huge part of this gate placement is the healthy manipulation of energy. This is also very like 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene kind of energy, where it's really looking at, okay, when I know that this person is just wanting to be seen or heard, and the way that they're doing that is by throwing a fit to me, who is, say, like the front desk attendant at a spa, and they just want a free massage. Clearly, like, there's other things going on, but we're only under the jurisdiction of them coming into the spa. I'm not about to get myself into a therapy situation. That's not my place. I don't don't get paid enough for that as a front desk person. You want to know how to pick and choose your battles wisely, tend enough to the ego so that they know they're getting what they want at the end of the day. And maybe that's just you telling them, you can speak to my manager because you don't get paid enough to do that. So paying attention to that is important as a gate 44 in the fourth line person. Gate 44 in the fourth line is honesty. So knowing that the facts are the facts, you spare no feelings. You're somebody who just is a straight shooter, take it or leave it. Would do you a disservice if I was causing like pulling the wool over your eyes, so to speak, or being somebody that can expect the help of people you haven't appreciated in the past. So just assuming that like you could say whatever you want, that those people who have been on the receiving end have no feelings, they have no right to their feelings, and that you're just gonna be there for them, no matter what. Depending on especially family, you see this a lot with family and leading into the holiday season, how that can play on differently on the world stage. So paying attention to that as well. Gate 44 in the fifth line is known as the line of manipulation. So it could be using what you have in order to achieve your goals and make something better, leaving someone or something better than you found it, or just straight up the abuse of power and manipulation of others. So really like walking a thin line there of making sure that you're using these placements for good and not so much unsavory purposes, because we see where the world ends up when that happens over and over again. It actually reminds me of I was watching the movie for the first time, The Substance, and I love it. It's just such a good like anthropological, sociological study of speaking to the beauty industry and how when you keep messing with the same thing over and over again, it becomes a bastardized version of itself. And so we can see that in so many different ways. Last but not least is gate 44 in the sixth line, which is known as the line of aloofness. And it's the instinct to set a boundary with anything that goes against your values, or having a holier than thou energy that's very ego driven. So pretty much short, sweet, and to the point there in the line of the role model. I wanted to do this video so that you guys had it in quick, succinct fashion. If there's any other gates that you've been looking at in your human design chart that you're interested in, I do have a whole playlist that I've been building. In this playlist, of which gate 44 is one of the deep dives on all the gates and channels. I'm starting with all the gates, then we'll pivot to all the channels in human design. And then if you want to, you can text me for $1 to unmuck any options or places in your chart that you feel a little bit stuck, or you want a little bit more clarity. That's via pop call in the show notes below. It's not AI. It's literally me that signs on and answers you. So a couple people had questions about that, and I've been having fun chatting with all of you there. So if you have any other questions, any other gate placements that you want me to go over, you know where to find me. I can jump ahead if you're interested, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for being here.